What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the one and only Soul Cole, and of course you know I strive to bring you the newest and truest of independent music. Those of you who have been tuned into the show for quite some time will know that one of my good friends, Mr. Campos, a very accomplished artist in his own right, was on the show not too long ago and talked to me about an incredible exchange program infusing American students and Danish students who excel in the performing arts. I am now sitting live on location in Venice Beach, California, with a handful of some of these students right now, and they have just spent about a week roughly here in the United States, all the way from Denmark, experiencing many different things and interacting with American students of roughly their same age group, a little younger and a little older as well. I'm going to go around and talk to some of these students right now to find out just exactly what kind of time they've had here. So let's go around and meet everybody who's sitting here on our panel. Please introduce yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I'm Julie Amanda Nyholm Petersen, and I'm from Copenhagen.
Hi, I'm Rikke Josephine Hurup, and I'm from Greve.
Yeah, I'm Anders Olsen, and I'm from V.
Hey, I'm Emmy, and I'm from Lynge.
Hi, I'm Alex Mønster, and I don't live in Copenhagen, but I belong in Copenhagen. But I live in Højtostrup, kind of shit town.
Right on. Let's try to keep our language, everybody, because the FCC will find me, ladies and gentlemen. So, I want to talk to everybody a little bit about what you've been experiencing while you were here and over the past week, maybe who you've met, some of the other American students that you've encountered, and just some of the experiences in general that you've had. So let's go down the line first, and I'd like to ask everybody what their favorite experience over this past week or so here in the United States has been. So please give us a brief description of your favorite experience on this trip.
I would say would be talking to a girl who has experienced a lot of America. She was talking to me about how she played her music and how much she liked it in school and stuff like that.
All right, very nice. And your name again is?
My name is Julie.
Very nice. Please say your name, everybody, when I ask you a question. And so our next interviewee, what was your favorite experience here?
I'm Rikke, and my favorite experience was when the Danish and the American schools were together performing. I think it was last night, Friday. It was really cool, and we talked a lot. So.
All right, very nice. Next.
Yeah, I'm Anders, and this is like all of the American culture is just such a great experience. You know, there's such difference from America to Denmark. You know, there's so much difference in your culture and all that. But I would say KLAS, that was a great experience also, yeah.
All right, fantastic. Moving on.
Hi, it's Emmy. I would probably say visiting all the high schools because it was kids our own age and hearing about their lives and how the music and dancing had influenced on them.
All right, excellent. And last but not least?
Yeah, it's Alex, and it's kind of cheating, but I also picked KLAS when we were there because it was just like kind of peaking at the end of my musical education, like completed down the rabbit hole, kind of gold at the end of the rainbow, kind of. It was so amazing, eye-opening.
All right, fantastic. Now I'd like to ask everybody what it is that you do musically. I know everybody from Al Campos' school, and not to say that it's Al's school, but the school where Al works and has brought you guys all over here. What does everybody do musically? Because I know everyone excels in one way or another in the performing arts. So real quickly, say your name and what it is that you prefer, what it is that you specialize in the performing arts.
Hey, it's Julie, and I sing.
It's Rikke, and I am a dancer.
Yeah, it's Anders, and I'm playing the piano, and I'm a singer.
It's Emmy, and I'm a dancer too.
Yeah, it's Alex, and I, one of the drummers.
All right, very nice. Now, tell me, do you feel like Al has led a great experience, and if it was to happen again, would you be involved in this once again? And I'm going to start from the opposite way this time.
Yeah, I would definitely be involved. It's been great, although Alex, yeah.
It's Emmy, and I would definitely be involved again. It was so much fun.
Yeah, this is Anders. No, all this trip's been so much fun. It's been tough, yeah, but if Al asked me to come again, I would definitely do it, you know. That's gonna be great, you know.
Yeah. It's Rikke, and I really like the way Al showed us the LA, and I would definitely do it again.
Hey, it's Julie, and I will definitely do it again because I've seen the US from a different side than I've ever seen before.
Very nice, very nice. Julie, you're an awfully confident speaker. You should think about radio in the future. So I want to ask you guys, I know you've seen a lot of Los Angeles. I heard that you got to tour around not only a lot of schools and meet a lot of students, but tell me just in general, has anybody ever been here, first of all? No? Has anybody ever been to LA?
Yeah.
Yes, once. Okay, so one of our 5 panelists has been here. What do you guys think was the coolest part of Los Angeles? I don't just mean what was involved in things, the activities that you were involved in and whatnot, but the coolest part that you thought, whatever you saw, maybe walking, something you saw crazy in Venice Beach, walking on the boardwalk, something you saw in Hollywood, something like that. What do you think was the coolest part of Los Angeles? And I'm going to start from the opposite end over here.
I saw this weird lady perform some ballet, I think it was. I don't know. That was weird.
Hi, it's Rikke. I really like the people in LA. They're so sweet and want to help every time we need the help.
Wow, I'm not sure about all that, but I'm glad that that's the experience that you had. Moving on.
Yeah, I would say, like Hollywood, because you see it in a lot of movies and stuff, and there's like all these famous people on the street and this on the pavement, and there's so many crazy people, That's so freaking weird.
It's Emmy, and I really can't say it. It's just all of it's been so amazing, and yeah, and I mean walking on the beach is wonderful. And a lot of the people here are really nice, and seeing Hollywood is amazing. It's just the whole experience, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Hollywood too, like near Kodak Theater and all that, because I think it's just like Freak United, sort of. There's so many weird people there, but it's still kind of magical in a way.
Awesome. Al, I like this guy. All right, so I want to ask you guys, you've already said where you're from and whatnot, so some people that are probably listening online as this is airing will be hearing their cities represented, but I want you guys to get an opportunity to shout out to anybody back home, anybody who's going to be listening when this interview airs, and granted, just so everybody knows, you guys know that it will be airing roughly a week or so from now as we're playing this, but now that it is Friday, once again, and this interview is on air and people are listening, who is it that you'd like to give shout outs to back home or worldwide as we broadcast this show all over the world?
I want to send a thought to my best friend Julie. Also Julie. Well, we're both Julies.
I want to say hi to my family and all of my friends. So, hi.
I don't know. I want to say LA, you rock.
Right on.
I want to say hi to my family and my friends and all the kids at our school.
Which is, by the way, what?
Odsherreds Efterskole.
Very nice.
Yeah, and just like to use stuff for my family, my best friend Martin, if he ever in some kind of weird messed up way listens to this. And also, like, thanks for not mocking me, kind of.
Right on, fantastic. There's nothing to mock. Come on now. Now, before we get to a performance or two from this very, very talented group of Danish performing arts excelling students, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask all of my panelists here real quick, if you could let your leader know one thing that he could possibly do differently to make this experience even better the next time that this happens. Real quickly, and let's keep it brief, what would you tell your leader to do any differently to make this experience even better than it already was the next time something like this happens?
I would like some good breakfast.
More money for food.
Yeah, mostly the same thing, Better food.
Yeah, probably the food too.
I don't know what's wrong with the guys right now, but I'll definitely just say something. Now I'm just gonna say the same thing. I just forgot what I was supposed to say right now. Just got amazing thought when I lost because she was like talking about breakfast and stuff. So I said breakfast too.
All right, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, signing off for this portion of our interview, this is the one and only Soul Call of 89.7 KLAS FM in Hollywood. And next, you're going to hear some amazing performances by this very, very talented group of students from halfway across the planet. Signing off, this is Soul Call for What's Really Good.